Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing how to make meat pie, Nigerian meat pie to be precise. This meat pie recipe is straightforward and very easy to follow. So let's get started. To start, I'll be using 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. I'm using all-purpose flour for this recipe. I'll also be needing 125 gram of margarine. This margarine was straight out of the fridge, so it is very cold. Also, I'll be using quarter cup of very chilled water and quarter teaspoon of salt. So the first step is to add the salt into the flour. Mix this together using your hands. After making sure this is well mixed, I will transfer the margarine into the flour and mix this together well till the whole mixture gives me a breadcrumb texture. I'll be using my 2 hands to mix this, so make sure your hands are clean. This process took me about 3 minutes to achieve. Make sure you mix this together well. Make sure there are no lumps of margarine left in the flour. After everything is well combined, I'll create a little hole, then pour in the very cold water into the flour. If you want your meat pie to be soft and flaky, please make sure to use very cold water to mix your flour. Don't skip this step if you want your meat pie to come out perfect. So now I will start combining this together gently. I'm trying not to knead the dough because I want a soft and flaky meat pie. So what I'm doing here is combining, like I'm just bringing everything together. The quarter cup of water was not enough, so I added half tablespoon of cold water. I'm still going to add another half tablespoon, so that means I used quarter cup of water and 1 tablespoon of water. I'll be listing the ingredients I used in the description box, so you can check that out to get your precise measurements. When making meat pie, the dough does not need to be wet and sticky, so make sure to follow the exact measurement so that your meat pie dough can come out perfect. So this is the final result. This is what I got. You can see it's not sticky, it's not wet. So I'm going to cover this up and transfer it into the fridge to keep it cooling while I prepare the meat pie filling. These are some of the ingredients I'll be using for the meat pie filling. I have diced Irish potato, some diced carrots, minced beef, seasoning cube, diced pepper and onions. Into a pan, I'll pour some vegetable oil. When it gets hot a bit, I'm going to add some onions, diced onions, and fry this for 2 to 3 minutes. The onions are fried a bit, I'll transfer the beef into the oil. I'll stir fry the beef a bit, then cover it up to cook. I allowed this cook for 5 minutes, then I added my seasoning cube. After adding the seasoning cube, I stir fried this a bit, then I transferred in the diced pepper I used Scotch Bonnet pepper for this, and I also transferred in some chili pepper just to make it a bit spicy. You can skip this if you don't want your meat pie fillings to be spicy. I cover this up again to cook for 3 to 5 minutes. Then I stir fry it for some minutes. Then it's time to transfer in the diced potato and the diced carrot. After transferring this into the pan, I added some salt. Then I cover it up to cook for 5 more minutes. You need the diced carrot and the diced potato to be well cooked. When I saw it's well cooked and soft, I added 1 tablespoon of flour into the mixture. This will help thicken your filling. It will bring them together. It will make it combine. And after that, I added some water just to make it a bit moist and runny. You don't want an overly thick mixture for your meat pie. So I added water, then I covered it up to cook finally for 2 minutes. And here it is, our meat pie filling is ready. Now let's make some yummy meat pies. I'll cut the dough into halves and divide the halves into 3 equal parts. You can see the dough is not sticky at all. That's how to know a perfect meat pie dough. So I'm going to use my palm to form a freestyle round shape like I'm doing. You can see I'm just trying to form a round shape with my palm. Then I use the rolling pin to spread out the dough. After doing this, I'll go ahead to cut out a clean circle shape like a round shape using my pot cover. I don't have a meat pie cutter. If you're like me, make use of any round object to shape your dough. After cutting out the shape, I'm going to put in enough fillings into the dough. Then I gently close it up like I'm doing. Then I use a fork to seal it up. You can see, if you don't have a meat pie cutter, you can use this method. Close it up, then use a fork to seal it up. I'll repeat the same process for the rest of the dough. And here is what they all look like. From the measurement I used, I got 6 big meat pie. Now I'll whisk 1 egg to use as egg wash. We need egg wash to give the meat pie that golden and shiny look after it is baked. So make sure you don't skip this egg wash part when baking your meat pie. After whisking the egg, I'll go ahead to brush the egg on all the meat pie. I'm going to brush it generously so that my meat pie can come out shining and golden. While this is going on, I'm preheating my oven. I placed the heat on 160 degree. After brushing with the egg wash, I'll place the meat pie in the oven and bake this for 35 minutes. And here is the final look after baking. Soft, flaky, and the filling is very moist. You can have this with chilled Fanta on a sunny afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps. Drop me a comment and give this video a like. Share with your friends and family, and I'll see you next time. Bye.